Hello, good late morning, and welcome to this taste challenge. This will count for Friday. I did Thursday morning. It was totally expected. Now, we started off this morning with metaphysical discussions, very interesting to me. People minded it, but they seem to like it. And then I did the John Bar versus the Chivas Regal Mizunara. Now, John Bar is very standard, very smoky, which is I don't like scotch because it's smoky type product, but I like smoky products. Oh, reminder. I have to go buy some hogshead cheese. I'll have to do that today. I could actually walk there, but I'll just drive. But their hoghead cheese is so smoky. Wayne Jacobs. I finished off the Manda. Manda's kind of like this product, Grant's. It's mass appeal. There's not a whole lot of great flavor. I get the spicy, which is marginally spicier than the regular, but I mean, it's nothing fantastic. My father was like, well, you can go to Don's Country Market and get their smoked sauce, hogshead cheese. I said, yeah, but I could walk to Wayne Jacobs and theirs is better. So, I mean, anyway, I like to have that snack. Health food, health food. What's healthier than hog's head cheese? Anyway, Grant's. Now, James P. Madonna always told me, Grant's. I love drinking Grant's. I said, I don't know a thing about Grant's. I heard the name somewhere, but I said, I'm going to look into it. I realized that Grant's made the very delicious, can't think of the name, cheap scotch, Clan McGregor. What am I thinking? Clan McGregor. 1934 introduction, bottled in New Jersey, Edison, New Jersey, but it's imported from William Grant and Sons. It's only $9.99 a bottle, $10 a bottle, but it's so good. And their whole main raison d'etre was it's cheap because we bottle it in the United States. We ship it over here. Well, it's true. Now, this is bottled in Scotland, so you're paying the shipping costs. This big glass handle bottle. It's been on the market since 1887. No joke. William Grant's. Look up their website, William Grant and Sons. They make a whole line of stuff. It's really fantastic. Now, this is the base model. Let's not overplay it or underplay it. It was $16 for this handle bottle on sale at Mathern's, because normally about $24 for this. There are way higher level Grants than this. So to be fair, I don't want you to think, oh, this is all Grant offers. No. This is the intro. This is the triple wood, formerly known as Family Reserve. They say it gets just, most whiskeys take their flavor from just one cask. We call it barrels in the United States. But we mature Grant's triple wood in 3 different types of wood. Virgin oak, that means oak that no whiskey's ever been in. Cask, provide spicy robustness. American oak, well, from America, oak trees right over there. I guess you can make barrels out of them. They may not be the right type, may not be white oak. Excuse me. Lend subtle vanilla smoothness and bourbon refill. Should be a comma there, but I'm old school. And bourbon refill. That's bourbon barrels that they refilled with scotch, right? Offers brown sugar sweetness, resulting in a smoother, richer, mellower taste. I've not noticed that with this. The nose is complex, clean, with notes of ripe pear and summer fruits. I certainly did not notice that. But I'm an amateur taster. I have no expertise, and so that's my defense, and it is the truth. Taste balances vanilla sweetness with malty and light floral fragrances. Finish long and sweet with a subtle hint of smoke. That's their words. It's not mine. Now, what else can you get from Grant's? Well, a lot. Triple wood smoky. So you want smoky? There's triple wood smoky. Discover more. We're not going to go into it. Grant's Ale Cask Edition. Don't feel bad, it's breaking up. Oh, the hysteria I have to deal with. Age in ale cask for a smooth, rich, and creamy taste. Grant's Rum Cask. Oh, can you imagine that? Grant's 8-year-old Sherry Cask. Grant's 12-year-old whiskey. I'd love it. Grant's Rare 18-year-old whiskey. I'd really love it. Grant's 25-year-old whiskey for those rare, very special occasions. I'd really, 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 really love it. 5 times 5, I'd love it. But of course, it would cost, you know, it's going to cost $200. $200 a bottle. Grant's Distillery Edition whiskey. Ain't going to be no $15. Now, people say you speak in a very common manner, like you grew up in an uneducated background. That's not true, but I grew up around people who speak that way, so it rubs off. You know, it rubs off. It just rubs off. It's your environment. Okay, Grant's was my whiskey of choice for years before I started branching out and trying other things, says Food Quig. Oh, hey, Food Quig. I appreciate the viewers. I really appreciate y'all. Chivas Mizunara. I mean, I could drink the stuff alone, right? Talk to myself or my friends on the phone. But it's fun to be out socially in a media sense, you know, talking to people and they say, well, I tried this, I tried that, you tried this, I tried that. It's a lot more enjoyable. We're social creatures. Now, Chivas Regal Mizunara. This hit the market in 2014. 7 short years ago, but it was for Japan only. But it was so popular that Chivas Brothers said, well, let's just sell it everywhere. So people said, okay. And I had no interest in it one way or the other. I was going to do Chivas 12-year, the basic, the deluxe, which is, it's fine, but it's very bland. And then I was going to do the extra and the 13-year-old and the 18-year-old and the 25-year-old and all of that. But I didn't expect to be at Savannah Discount and find a bottle of this for $17.99 in that pretty aquamarine box. Yeah, $17.99. Full-size bottle. I said, well, I might hate this, but for that price, I don't even care. Well, as it turns out, I loved it. It's $54 everywhere. 58. No, 54 and down to 48. You might pay 48. You might pay 54. Somewhere in that range. You might go to Total Wine and notice they don't have it because I checked their website. It's out of stock. Maybe never to return. They might be phasing this out. Oh, the mold, the mold, the mold. If you don't like mold, don't come to Louisiana because you'll see white and black mold everywhere. And you say, I notice everybody in Louisiana is sick all the time. Until 2 years ago, no one cared. All of a sudden, in 11 months ago, people went on a major flip out. Running around like they're mad out of their minds. And I'm telling them, you never got sick before? Well, yeah. I said, tell me about what your sickness was like. Well, I was coughing and coughing stuff up and blowing my nose. I said, you know, you're 70 years old. When did that start? When I was 3. So, yeah. It's funny how the same thing is now different, yet it isn't. But anyway, getting beyond hysteria. Tasting notes. Rich and fruity, presenting aromas of pear and orange. Oh, yeah. Smooth and rich with honey sweetness and a trace of hazelnut. Now, I did say it tastes like honey top white bread crust, so that is right. Tasting notes. Distinctive and spicy. Tasting notes. Color in the British way. L-O-U-R. Warm and amber. You ever seen a warm, warm color like orange, red, yellow? Rich and fruity, presenting aromas of pear and orange. You're asking the wrong person. I don't smell all that. But I like what I smell. Now, what else could I try from Chivas Brothers? The 12. I have a bottle of that. It's fine. It's a 90. That's nothing remarkable. You can get a 90 scotch for $12. Chivas Regal 13. Don't know it's for soccer. Chivas Regal Mizunara. I have it right here. Extra 13 years. I want to try that. I know where to get it. The price is right. 18. I want to try to know where to get it. The price is a little high. Chivas Regal 15. Elevate your nights. You're going to have to pay, but then if you're going to live a million years, fine, but you're not, so buy it. Altus, the essence of who we are. I want to be part of that. The world's first luxury whiskey, Chivas Regal 25. That's actually the original Chivas Regal. When Chivas Regal first hit the market in 1909, it was a 25-year age, and it was very expensive, $200 a bottle. The sales were small, limited. When they came back in 1938, they did it as a 12-year with mass production, and therefore, that's where we are today. The Pinnacle, Chivas the icon, the Pinnacle. Well, check the website out, and you're going to realize why it is going to be the pinnacle of your bank account. And Altus 1999, and it goes on and on. And so one day I might try them, but probably I won't, but although I would. Ron, any news on the... I'm not talking about that. All right. Anyway, this is a serious channel. Full of jokes, but they have a purpose. This is not a joke channel. If you're here for jokes, move along. All right. Chivas. Metal top, foil on the plastic cap. I heard somebody ranting and raving about Chivas. You need to step up and put cork. But then he admitted that the whiskey he was drinking was awesome. I said, well, so much for cork. I like cork, but I'm not going to go crazy. Chivas Regal received a royal warrant in the 1800s. That means it's produced for special appointment to the royal family of England. Are they drinking this? I don't know what they drink, but from what I was told, Queen Elizabeth drinks gin every day. You say, now see, the woman drinks gin every day. I know, she's 94 and she's been on the throne since 1952. But she doesn't suck on those cigarettes all day long, like her sister and her father and her grandfather. He said they all had emphysema. I wonder why that was. He said, well, they were nervous. They were nervous. They needed something to calm them down. Stimulants calm down nervous people. Yeah, well, they must have really been nervous. I'm getting nervous now because this thing don't want to screw on. It's a special pouring cap. So it says built-in pourer. You better watch it because when you unscrew this thing and you see the plastic thing, if you just tip it, half the bottle will pour out. It's really airflow friendly. Oh, well. Jorge says, how you doing, my friend? I would say better than worse. I could be worse, but I feel good. I feel really good. And I felt good 2 weeks ago when I wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Oh, for diddle. I take vitamin C every day. I said, but I start sneezing. Achoo, achoo. Which to me is not remarkable. I've known people my whole life that sneeze, but anyway. And I was like, coughing. Once again, new people cough when I was little. But then I start getting the phone calls. I said, well, think about where we live. And every symptom I gave fit what they were telling me I had. I said, but some of the symptoms I'm giving you are contradictory. Dry cough, that's it. Wet cough, that's it. sneezing. That's it. No runny nose. That's it. Runny nose. You got it. Sleeping like a baby every night. That means you have it. Wake up refreshed. You got it. Have energy. Go walking half a mile every day. A mile and a half every day I'm off of work. That means you got it. Good appetite. Hungry. Oh, that's a clear sign. If you're eating healthy and you want to eat lunch, you got it. I said, it's amazing. Everything I say, I got it. So now, I'm not making this up. These are people on the phone talking to me. I knew a man that had a cough and died. I said, I know a man that died of cold in the heat of the sun. Remember that song? In the heat of the day, a man died of cold. Grateful Dead. Okay. Oh, foot. I poured it, but I was so scared about pouring too much. I didn't pour enough. Well, anyway, this is not going to be a challenge. This is a fiasco because Grants is going to get beat up so bad right now. And guess what? I don't care because it is not my problem. Chivas Brothers. You say those brothers own that company? Yeah, they own it all right since they sold it like 200 years ago. They sold it to a family, the Seagram's family. And then the Seagram's family went out of business and sold it to the... Oh, the sun is coming out. Look at that. Ooh. I'm like the fifth dimension. This review is a false flag. It is. Kale Beleg. You looking better and in good spirits. I was looking good when I was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was feeling good and they told me I wasn't feeling good. I said, well, I feel like the fifth dimension. I'm letting the sunshine in. I'm letting the sun shine in. Okay. Endeavor to persevere. Now the Chivas Regal is the Chivas Mizunara is a little bit darker on color. Do they add color? I don't know. There are no age statements on these. Hey Ronald, drinking the last peanut butter milk stout, fourth one in the hurricane. Y'all better start adopting my drinking schedule, which is so measured it's boring. People say you never do anything fun. You just drink 22 beers a week and you taste these whiskeys and you drink 2 ounces of wine every day. Oh, wow, that's exciting. You're a party animal. Wrong. But I ate some scallops for breakfast with butter in the broiler. Oh, that was so good. Okay, this smells and tastes like, I'm glad that Food Quick said he drank Grants all the time. See, I know a lot of people drink this product, which might have some reason be why it's everywhere. This smells like cereal grain. I'm not going to that whole schlemazel about how the children cry for sweet cereal at the bottom shelf and the old people eat the cereal at the top. Special K and corn, what do you call that? Grape nuts. That's what this smells like, the old people cereal. Well, I liked the old people cereal when I was little. This ooh, smells the same. It's just bland. But one of them smells a little darker, and that's this one here. But it's close. $17.99 for Chivas Regal Mizunara, Chivas Mizunara. Well, the normal price is $54. I paid $17.99. Don't look to find that because you're not. You can drive down here and get it for $18.99. Savannah Discount still has it for $18.99. It looked like they bought 100 cases. There's only one problem. I bought it. David, no, I bought it. The Whiskey Scout bought it. I got to give it to him, and nobody else bought it. You know why? Because it's so cheap, they think something's wrong with it. And then I paid $15.99 for the grants, $15.49 for the grants. Okay, so aroma is a tie. This is a little sweeter. That's a little darker, but it's like, forget it. The appearance, the grants is lighter, and the Chivas Mizunara is darker. But there's no real difference in appearance and aroma. Gold, darker gold, smell is even. Taste, this is where things are going to break down, and I mean break down quick. So here we go. Cheers to you. That is like a bowl of cereal. It's got a sharp grain alcohol bite. I don't know why anybody would want to drink that. I don't know. You say because they got problems, they addicted. Yeah, well, that's fine, but there's a lot of stuff you could drink that's not like this. You know what I'm saying? Same 40% alcohol. That's not like. Okay. What time is it over there? 10:43 a.m. I'm in Anaheim, California. Oh, you're at 8:43. About to take a drink with you. Cheers. Okay, Jorge. Is Chivas Mizunara way better than the regular Chivas Regal 12? Yeah, but it ain't. No, it's not way better. It's a little bit better. The Chivas Regal scored a 90. Oh, wow, big deal. That is not remarkable. People think it is because it's 80. It's better than 89 other percentage points. So you making whiskey, you can't even get to a 90. That's not a good sign because it seemed like most of what I try is at least in the 90s. Chivas Mizunara was a 94. You say that's 4 points. Yeah, but it's a big jump from 90 to 94, and it's hard to explain, but boy, you can really notice it. And from 94 to 98, it's a different world. It's a different world. Oh, yeah. It's so harsh. Clan McGregor, that's the winner. That's the winner. It's got smoke. It is. That's going to battle. Now, I'm a little worried about that one. That one's got me a little concerned at Saturday morning. I'm a little concerned because I paid $9.79 for the first bottle, and then Walmart said we're getting rid of these glass bottles. We're going full on handle plastic bottles. You know, the 1,750 milliliter, and they got rid of the glass for $5. $5 a bottle. I said, well, it's not that great, you know. I mean, Clan McGregor is fine. It's been on the market since 1934. I said, but for $5, I'm buying it. And then my friend David's like, why you didn't buy me one? I said, I don't know what you drink. I said, you know, you were saying how it's just a bar whiskey and you knew old people that drank it. He said, yeah, but I would drink it for $5. I said, okay. I said, well, I'll go back, but it's not going to be there. He said, I know it's not going to be there. It was $5. It's going to be gone in 2 hours. I know. I went back. It was gone. So he was telling me, you ever notice the only people that drank Old Charter is old men, 69 years old with a big red nose, and that's all they drank all day? I said, well, I assume that would be the case, but I don't know who drinks Old Charter. Yeah, I see a lot of old men that go to bars every day and drink whiskey, and that's like their habit since 1971. But He's always watching what people. He said, "Look at Old Charter." He said, "That's a sign that it's good though, because they always drinking it." I said, "Well, they ain't drinking it because they hate it." Ron Terrio podcast, make it happen. Well, it's happening. Are your thoughts on Michelada? I want to like the concept, but I hate it so much. It tastes so gross. Micheladas, you got to like tomato juice and clam broth. So if you don't want to drink cold tomato soup with clam broth, it's just not going to work. It's a meal in a can because the calories are so heavy. You're going to gain at least a pound drinking that 25-ounce can. I put it in the schooner. I pour the whole can. You could almost put asparagus in it or onions, and you could definitely put hot sauce. I don't know. I don't like that kind of stuff either. I just taste them for reviews, and they're good. But I mean, I don't drink it for real. Any plans for videos on your other channel? Yeah, but I can't think of anything to do. What are your thoughts on? Oh, Michelada is like a bad Bloody Mary. I'm gonna qualify your term. What is your podcast, Ron? It's right now. It's happening. You're listening to it. I tried that French press from St. Arnold today. That was a jewel. I can't wait to post that video. I was just loving that. Well, I broke all my Glencairn glasses. John gave me 4, and I broke them all in 2 years. But those are so flimsy. I never seen glass so flimsy. People say it's great. It pushes all the aroma towards your nose because it's shaped like a tulip. I say, yeah, but I mean, come on. You can't smell whiskey in a regular glass. And they break. I was washing one in the sink. It broke. I mean, with the lightest little tap. I was drinking the Glenmorangie 12. The thing fell. This is normal. You drink something, hit the glass, barely tapped it, shattered in a million pieces. I said, what a glass. Then put another one in the sink, and one of these snifters tapped it. It broke. And then I had one on the back porch, and I was doing the illegal mezcal collaboration with Doers. Great product. Can't wait to post that. Well, I'm doing all this. I'm busy. The sun is out, and my foot hit the glass, and it tipped over. I say, oh, okay. Later on, I see it's cracked. I say, these are the worst glasses in the world. So I had to throw it away. But thank you, John. He didn't pay for it. He said, I didn't pay for it. I had so much Amazon credits. I just got it. I said, but they're no good. They break with no effort. Now, I got so many whiskey glasses, and they're resilient. They're like tumblers, the Chivas. The Crown Royal is cheap. They're like clay. But the what's that other one? Chivas, and then the Buchanans. Those are fine glasses, man. And I can smell out of a glass. I won't repeat what David said about those glasses. Oh, I got the Disorani glasses. Those liqueur. Those are the best. He said, those are the best whiskey glasses. I said, they're wonderful. Grants. I'll grant you this, Grants. I'll grant you this. It's not thoroughly terrible. But honestly, it's so just plain. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't buy it again. And I would not actually buy the Chivas Mizunara again. I bought it because, well, how you try something if you don't try it? It's fine. I mean, I wouldn't pay $54 for it. No way. I mean, $17.99, I could go buy 3 more bottles. But I don't get it. It's gimmicks. Okay, Ultimate Fighter came out with his own brand of whiskey called Proper 12. Well, I know all about that. Superstar Conor McGregor in the UFC. Yeah, it's made by Bushmills. That's been well, it's been 4 years, 5 years. Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with that. I hadn't bought it. I haven't bought it, but I had the Bushmills original. Oh, that is so good. I had the Bushmills Black Bush. That is so even more good. And I had the Bushmills Red Bush, and it's very nice. But Proper 12, I cannot buy everything. People say, buy this, buy that, this, that, buy it all. I said, I cannot. I don't want to. I only broke 2 Glencairns in the last 5 years. One broke when I fell asleep holding it and crashed to the floor. The other broke when I dropped a bottle of whiskey on it. See what I'm saying? Explain how you cook the scallops. I'm interested. Are they seafood or fish? Yeah, it's a type of clam. You know the Shell oil, Shell gasoline gas station with the Shell? That's a scallop. That's what that is. And they can swim by doing this. You know, and it pushes the water like reverse. And they have a muscle that holds the 2 shells together, and it's very strong. It's like once they clamp down, you can't get away. It's like 2,000 leagues under the sea. You know, you're caught. You can't get away. So they open it up and they cut the muscle out, abductor muscle. That's the muscle that holds the shell. It's very strong. So people realize in like the book of Genesis, when Noah, before the ark, this tastes really good. It's spongy. It's got substance to it. It's very meaty. So people start eating scallops. And so they had a sale at Mathern's. Normally it's expensive, but they had it for $7.99. And the guy was like, you could save money. It's not going to come back on sale. I said, I'm buying it. It's a huge bag. So I got that oven heated up, that toaster oven on bake. And I was pulling them out the bag. I put a loaf of bread. Yeah. All right. I put a slice of bread. Then I put 7 scallops on the bread. Then I put that Penzi spice and black pepper. And then I cut up butter and I laid 4 pats of butter on the top. I put that in that oven for 20 minutes and I could hear it cooking. I say, oh, this is at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30. Sorry, 4:30. So I put it on broil for 10 minutes. Well, it was really crackling. I said, come on, come on, come on. So I pulled it out. It was so hot. I forgot the hot sauce. Heck. But then I put tartar sauce and cocktail and had a fork. And I was looking at videos. I was listening to video reviews. And it was so hot I could barely put it in my mouth. I was eating them. I said, I needed a little salt, but then you put the salt and you regret it. I said, oh, this is so good. And I went over to that store today and I told somebody, you got to buy a bag. They're from Mexico. It says Bay Scallops. Now you think it's Chesapeake Bay. I had to laugh. I said, it's the Bay of Campeche. But if they were good, clams are better than scallops. Yeah, well, a clam is a scallop. A scallop is a type of clam. I think I'll pour a Sexton single malt. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that Irish whiskey. I can get that. That's made by Bushmills, right? Sexton, that's the single malt Irish whiskey. It's in the six-sided bottle. Oh yeah. That's on my to buy list. But I bought another Irish whiskey though, y'all. Because nobody else ever did it. I couldn't find a video review. It was Duhan's. I said, well, it's $19.99. I'll be the first person that ever bought it at Walmart since they've been trying to sell it for 8 years and ain't nobody bought it. Duhan's. I'm sure it's some undercover whiskey that some major company makes. But I said, what the heck? I've eaten mussels with cheese from the Chinese buffet. They're so good, they taste similar. Oh, yeah. That's like oysters. They're good. I had some mussels in Georgia in 1980. I could show y'all a soft drink I bought in 1980. You think I'm lying, but I could prove it. But my father, we caught all these seashells, the conch, the shells and all of that. He's like, throw that out. People save that for collectibles. I said, no, they eat the worm inside, the muscle. The muscle is what's hold it in the shell. He said, nobody eats that. I said, they do in France. He said, well, we boiling crabs. I said, boil these. So they threw all the seashells in. He was telling me this 2 days ago. Remember 1980? I said, do I remember? So we poured them all in, and then we cracked them open, you know, like a hammer. And I pulled all the mussels out, and I cut them, and I ate them. And they were looking at me like, why would you eat that? I said, well, it tastes good. And then 21 years later, I went to the Bahamas. Everybody was eating cracked conch. They would fry them, though. Mm-hmm. That's the one, Ronald. It's great, and I did review the Sexton recently. I'm going to do it. I will. I promise I'm going to do it, but I have to get it. Have you ever eaten gar? Alligator gar? No, I don't like fish that look scary. Okay. If it terrifies me, I don't eat it because you just see it, and it's like it wants to eat you, and I'm like, I can't eat that. Anyway, I think this is the Grants. It's not that good, but it's not as bad as I always make it out to be. But I would never buy it. I would never buy it. All right. This is not going to say C. I hope. Oh, how you feel, played? Are you joking with me? Come on, you. These little blended whiskeys are craziness. This is the Chivas. I got to pour some more, and that's not for... Okay. You say if you wasn't talking so much, you'd get it right. No, if I wasn't talking so much, I wouldn't be trying to stall. That's why I'm talking, because if you hear me talking, it's because I'm trying to stall for time. I'm talking and I'm thinking at the same time, like, what can I say? I can't figure this out. All right. Have you ever eaten alligator meat? 1,000,000 times, and I don't like it. Have you ever eaten Spam? Spiced ham? Who hasn't eaten Spam? Love conch fritters. Just had some last weekend. You live in Providence, Nassau? I love that place. Naturally, I'm going to get it right now because I'm looking at it. Honey top wheat bread. All right. It's a confounding product. Chivas Brothers confounds me. I cannot get past the confusion with this product. I got to drink. It's funny because I can do 100 pipers and I never get it wrong. But if I do the Chivas, Regal, Chivas, Mizunara, I can't get. It confuses me. Grants, I don't know. I've only had this Triple Wood Family Reserve, so I got to get real deep into it. I've had the Clan McGregor, which I love. But it's justified, though, because I was talking smack this morning at 5:30, 6:15 about, yeah, Grant's going to get killed. Grant's going to get killed. Just wait, Grant's going to get killed. I was talking smack, so I went walking half a mile, and then I walked another half a mile. I was thinking, this is going to be a joke. It's going to be one of those joke videos where I'm going to do Grant's, and then I'm going to do Chivas Regal Mizunara, Chivas Mizunara, and it's going to be a beatdown. Oh, yeah, it was a beatdown, all right. It was me getting beat down. Well, I got a lot of thinking to do. Why do I do these live videos? You see, that's the trepidation of it. You do live videos, you take the risk, and then people say, you got it wrong. I say, how many live videos you did? Well, I don't do those. I say, I know. You might get it wrong. Private information. Do you smoke weed? I kill weeds with weed killer, eliminator. I'm going to, no, I never, like the idea of marijuana. I watched Good Times when I was a kid, and when that woman climbed out the window to go hit the streets to get some of her junk, I thought, I don't need that in my life. And my parents looked at me and said, don't ever take drugs if people give it to you. I said, I'm traumatized watching Good Times. What are you talking about? I said, hey, JJ, he thought he was going to elope. And everybody tried to tell him, she's a high class girl. She's from the Lakeside. Y'all live in the projects. And her parents were like, we don't want our daughter dating a project boy. But she had one little problem. She was hooked on that heroin. And but I mean, it was a sitcom, so everybody in the audience was like, oh, when she pulled out that rubber hose. And I said, So it was one of those to be continued next week. Parental discretion advised. Well, I always watch TV with my parents. So I didn't live in that kind of environment. So they went to Gary, Indiana, because Indiana, you can get married when you're 14 without your parents, you know. So she said, we're going to Indiana. We getting married. But you see, what happened was it was a sitcom, situation comedy. So she had the same identical purse as Thelma, of course. And so naturally, their purses got mixed up. And Thelma said, oh, Mama, she took my purse and I took her purse. And so when they got to the hotel in Gary, she reached into the purse. It was Thelma's purse. Only thing in that purse was makeup and notes about doing homework. So she said, oh, JJ, we got to go back because I forgot my purse. He said, we can get married tomorrow. We can get your purse later. All she got in there is makeup. She said, I know, but I'm getting spooked. I got to go back to the project to get my purse. He's like, what is your major malfunction? You know? And then Thelma was telling everybody in the project, Mama, look at this rubber hose. And so James in Florida was like, oh, she hooked on heroin. And so then they had a payphone, and JJ called his mom and said, Mama, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. And then Florida said, come home, baby. Come home. And I was looking at that like, I'm traumatized, you know. So my parents said, don't ever take drugs if your friends give it to you. I said, I watch Good Times. And I used to tell my friends in high school and then in college, and when I taught high school, kids used to ask me, you ever smoke drugs? You ever smoke marijuana? I said, man, look, I watched Good Times in 1974 when JJ's girlfriend climbed out the window to go get smacked. And he looked out the window, all he heard was traffic, and the window was open. She climbed down the drain pipe. I said, I don't need that in my life. I said, this is not good. So there's your answer. I was very, very spooked. I was spooked more than her. And the only thing I had in 76 was Kaboom cereal. And I was very upset that they discontinued Kaboom in 2010. Thank you very much. But anyway, well, Grants, you make me sick because I got it wrong. And I'm going to get my clan. Now I'm going to start stunting again because I think I'm going to get Clan McGregor right. Oh, Paradise Island, Nassau. Oh, I've been there. I met Tom Benson there. He's the owner of the Saints. Well, you know, interesting story. You know what Paradise Island was called before they developed it? It was called Hog Island because a man raised hogs there. That's what it was. It was woods and they raised hogs, pork. But then a real estate person bought it and he said, I'm going to change it to Paradise Island because who in the world is going to go to a hotel on Hog Island? And then they made the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie in 1998. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so I was watching that video from the hotel on Hog Island. I'm sorry, Paradise Island. And I said to myself, if I ever go to Bahamas, I'm going to that. And me and my friend Paul were down there. And I said, let's walk across the bridge. We ain't got no car. We stay in at red carpet right behind the shopping center where somebody got shot the day before we left. He was trying to steal the money bag out the bank. The man was taking the money out the bank. He lived. So we walked across the bridge to Hog Island. I'm sorry, Paradise Island. Went to the hotel. We were drinking. You say, y'all? Not y'all. I said, well. And then we went swimming. And I was telling people, y'all know this used to be called Hog Island. People were looking at me like I was mad. I said, well, go do your research. I watched the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. Anyway, do you know? So that's a short story long. I don't smoke marijuana. I've never smoked marijuana, although I do own every Jimi Hendrix studio album, interestingly, and I own Cream. And a lot of Jefferson Airplane albums. So if I was, you say, well, you're a very good candidate. I say, yeah. Now, so tomorrow, Saturday morning, we're going to do the Clan McGregor, and we're going to go up against Chivas Mizunara, and I hope it's not a fiasco like this. But I don't feel bad because it's a risk you take when you go live. And this thing never did have an overt flavor. It was very ephemeral. It was very undercurrent flavor. I said honey top white bread crust. So when I do the mezcal illegal, the Chivas, no, the Dewar's regular, Dewar's original, aged in mezcal illegal thing, I think I'm going to get it right every time because that was unique. That was unique. This was like kind of unique, but that's very unique. In other words, unlike anything else, which is oxymoronic because it can't be very unlike anything else. But my friend David said, I knew you'd like it. I knew you were going to love it. I sent him a text. He said, I knew you were going to love it. That's why I gave it to you for Christmas. I said, yeah, I love it. It's incredible. So, and I got the Dewar's 12 year. That's a story. Oh, y'all going to say, you lie. All you do is lie. You come on the internet and you lie. I said, I got a receipt. And I got a witness, David, and a woman. Tell me if I'm lying. And it's a 12-year age. You say, that's $48 a bottle. If you get it cheap, $34. If you're lucky, I said, I got it for $14.99. What are you talking about? Anyway, hadn't cracked it open yet, but I tried it up the canal because Robert from Honduras said, I love the 12-year-old Dewar's. I said, well, it's way better than the regular Dewar's, which is grainy and tastes like cereal. All right. Well, I'm very excited for 2021 because I have a lot of exciting, I'm excited because I have a lot of exciting videos coming up. I can't wait to get to the brandy. I got the Fundador brandy from Spain, España. It's great, I think. I have rum. I've got the Ronrico rum white this time. Can't wait to try it. I've got rye. Oh, that rye whiskey. If I had $1 for every rye. All right, so it's going to be an exciting year in bad ways, mostly bad ways, but in good ways too. Tremendous. All right. Anyway, Chivas Regal Mizunara, you let me down this morning because you performed very poorly. And Grant, you shocked me to the bone because you were supposed to get killed, and I don't know where your residual force came from, but you came out battling. Just goes to show you. You say the New York Jets had no wins, but look what happened. I know, right? The New York Jets were going to go 0-16. But they won 2 games.